Move like this after eating. 6 simple movements that change everything. You finished lunch, and within minutes that feeling arrives. Heaviness in your stomach, uncontrollable sleepiness, foggy mind, an absurd desire to eat sweets. Your body is screaming that it can't handle what you just ate. You stay there, stuck for hours. That's why today, you'll see 6 simple exercises that end this. And of course, you don't need to do all of them. Watch and choose the ones you like best. Oh, and when I say you need to exercise after meals, don't worry. I'm not going to tell you that you have to do a heavy squat or go running like crazy. It's nothing like that. These are really basic movements using only your own body weight, with just a little bit of effort. Enough to wake up your muscles and force your body to work with that glucose. Today, you'll see 6 simple movements that completely transform how your body processes the food you just ate. Please tell us through the comments your name and the city where you're watching our content from. We'd love to know. Since I know you might be thinking something like, why am I going to exert myself right after eating? Let's start with the 4 reasons why you should practice these movements at this time. Reason number 1, immediate use of glucose. When you eat, especially carbohydrates like rice, bread, pasta, or even fruits, blood sugar shoots up. Glucose starts circulating through your body looking for a destination. And here's the secret that changes everything. By moving your muscles right after eating, they capture that circulating glucose and use it as immediate energy. It's like you opened a direct door between the sugar that's in the blood and the muscle cells hungry for fuel. Instead of sugar accumulating, causing those unpleasant glycemic spikes, it's consumed instantly by active muscles. Think of it this way. Your muscles work like thirsty sponges. When you activate them, they absorb glucose from the blood, efficiently and naturally. This means less sugar circulating without destination, less overload for the pancreas to process everything at once, and consequently, less of those bad sensations you experience after a meal. Post-meal movement transforms your muscles into powerful allies in glycemic control, and you don't need anything complex for this to happen. Simple movements are enough to activate this mechanism of muscular glucose uptake. Reason number 2, less need for insulin. When muscles are working, something fascinating happens. They can absorb glucose without needing as much insulin. This is extremely important for your long-term metabolic health. Insulin is the hormone that your pancreas releases to help glucose enter cells. However, high and repeated insulin levels over the years can lead to serious metabolic problems, such as insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. During exercise, muscles activate glucose transporters called GLUT4 that work independently of insulin. It's like you created a shortcut that doesn't depend as much on this hormone. This spares your pancreas from working excessively and keeps your insulin levels more balanced. In the medium and long term, this simple strategy of moving after eating protects your insulin sensitivity. You keep cells responsive to the hormone, preventing them from becoming deaf to insulin signals. And you know what's better? You don't need to exercise intensely to get this benefit. Light and moderate movements are enough to activate these glucose transporters in muscles. It's a smart way to use your body's physiology in your favor. Reason number 3, avoids unpleasant symptoms. That drowsiness, tiredness, heaviness in the body, and uncontrollable desire to eat sweets after meals are clear signs that your body is having difficulty processing sugar. Your body is in emergency mode, trying to balance glycemic levels quickly. The feeling of heaviness happens because the digestive system is receiving intense blood flow, diverting blood from other areas, including the brain. That's where that mental fog and drowsiness come from. The craving for sweets arises because your body detected the glucose spike and released insulin to control it. But sometimes the response is so strong that glucose drops quickly, generating that craving for sugar again. It's a vicious and frustrating cycle. Gentle movement after eating breaks this pattern naturally. When you activate muscles, blood is redistributed more evenly throughout the body. Muscles need oxygen and nutrients to work, so blood flow isn't concentrated only in the digestive system. This reduces that feeling of heaviness and drowsiness. Additionally, by using glucose constantly through movement, you avoid the glycemic roller coasters that cause the desire to eat sweets. Your body maintains better balance, and you feel more energized and alert after meals. Reason number 4, timing is everything. The exact moment you move after eating makes all the difference in results. Blood glucose reaches its maximum peak between 60 and 90 minutes after the meal. It's in this time window that intervening has the greatest impact on glycemic control. If you wait much longer than that, you've already lost the opportunity to capture glucose at the critical moment. If you exercise before the meal, muscles don't yet have access to that specific glucose you just ingested. Strategic timing maximizes benefits. During this 60 to 90-minute period, your muscles function as efficient interceptors, capturing glucose before it causes problems. It's like putting out a fire right at the start, before it spreads. You don't need to time it with minute precision. A flexible window of 1 to 2 hours after eating works perfectly. The important thing is to create the habit of moving in this period. It can be right after finishing the meal or up to an hour and a half later. What you shouldn't do is stay completely still and sedentary in these first hours after eating. This is the golden moment to activate your muscles and transform how your body deals with food. Now that you already know why you should move after eating, let's go to the best exercises for this moment. Movement number 1, marching in place. Marching in place is the simplest and most accessible movement that exists to combat bad post-meal sensations. When you lift your knees alternately while remaining still in the same place, you're activating large muscles like quadriceps, hip flexors, and even the core to maintain balance. This movement works mainly the anterior chain of the legs and requires coordination between upper and lower limbs. The main benefit for the post-meal context is that you put large muscle groups to work without causing digestive discomfort. Muscular activation stimulates glucose uptake without overloading the cardiovascular system. To execute correctly, maintain upright posture with relaxed shoulders and looking forward. Lift one knee to approximately hip height, while the opposite foot remains supported on the ground. Alternate sides at a comfortable pace without hurry. You can swing your arms naturally, as if you were walking normally. Keep your abdomen slightly contracted to protect your lower back. Do 3 to 5 sets of 1 minute each, with 30 seconds of rest between them. If it feels too easy, increase the time to 2 minutes per set or raise your knees a little higher. The main mistakes are curving your back forward, constantly looking down and marching too fast, causing unnecessary impact. There are no significant contraindications for this movement, but people with severe hip problems should start with smaller amplitude and increase gradually as comfort allows. Movement number 2, calf raises. Calf raises are a powerful movement to activate what we call the second heart of the body. The calves have a crucial function of pumping blood back to the heart against gravity, especially from the lower extremities. When you activate these muscles after eating, you're helping general blood circulation and preventing blood from stagnating in the legs. This directly contributes to reducing that feeling of heaviness and post-meal lethargy. The movement works mainly the gastrocnemius and soleus, the 2 muscles that make up the calf. As extra benefits, you strengthen ankles, improve body balance, and reduce the risk of falls, especially important for older people. To execute correctly, stand with feet apart at shoulder width. If possible, support your hands on a wall or furniture to maintain balance. Rise up on your tiptoes, taking your heels completely off the ground. Go up as high as you can, feeling strong contraction in the calves. Pause for 1 second at the top and then descend in a controlled manner until your heels touch the ground again. If you have access to a step, support only the tips of your feet on the edge and let your heels descend below the level of the step before going up again. This considerably increases range of motion and muscular activation. Do 3 to 4 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions each, with 45 seconds of rest. For progression, you can do the movement with one leg at a time, holding the other one flexed. The main errors include going up too fast without control, not descending completely to the ground, leaving knees too flexed during the movement, and not keeping the core activated. People with acute plantar fasciitis or recent Achilles tendon injuries should avoid this exercise until receiving medical clearance. Movement number 3, seated knee extensions. Seated knee extensions are perfect for those who just ate because you remain seated without causing excessive abdominal pressure but still intensely activate the quadriceps. This is one of the largest muscle groups in the body, so when you put it to work, demand for glucose increases significantly. The movement mainly reaches the vastus medialis, vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, and rectus femoris, the 4 portions of the quadriceps. In the post-meal context, this exercise is genius because it keeps you in a comfortable position without compressing the stomach, at the same time recruiting large muscles hungry for energy. As a bonus, You strengthen knees, improve joint stability, and work on joint proprioception. To execute correctly, sit in a firm chair with your back supported on the backrest and feet supported on the ground. Hold on to the sides of the seat to maintain stability. Extend one leg, raising the foot until the knee is completely straight. Keep the foot flexed with toes pointing up. Contract the quadriceps at the top of the movement, holding for 2 seconds. Then descend in a controlled manner until the foot touches the ground again. Alternate legs or complete all repetitions on one side before switching. Do 3 to 4 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions per leg with 40 seconds of rest between sets. To increase difficulty, hold the contraction at the top for 5 seconds or add a light ankle weight. The main errors are raising the thigh off the seat, not fully extending the knee, doing the movement too fast, losing muscular connection, and leaving the foot relaxed instead of flexed. People with patellar ligament injuries or severe chondromalacia patellae should do the movement with reduced amplitude or consult a physical therapist first. Movement number 4, sitting and standing from chair. Sitting and standing from a chair replicates one of the most important functional movements of daily life while simultaneously activating glutes, quadriceps, and core. The gluteus maximus is the largest muscle in the human body, and when you put it to work right after eating, you're creating enormous demand for glucose. This exercise perfectly combats that feeling of lethargy because it forces the entire body to coordinate in an integrated movement. You mainly work glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, and spinal erectors to maintain posture. As an extra benefit beyond glycemic control, you develop functional strength essential for physical independence, especially important with advancing age. Additionally, having well-developed glutes increases the EPOC effect, which is post-exercise oxygen consumption, keeping your metabolism accelerated for longer. To execute correctly, sit in a firm chair with feet supported on the ground, apart at shoulder width. Cross your arms in front of your chest, or extend them forward to help with balance. Lean your trunk slightly forward, keeping your back straight, not rounded. Transfer weight to your heels and stand up using leg strength, not throwing your body upward. Stand completely up, contracting glutes at the top. Then descend in a controlled manner, as if you were looking for the chair behind you, until sitting again. Do 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions with 1 minute of rest. To progress, decrease the height of the chair gradually or hold a light weight against your chest. The main errors include throwing the trunk too far forward, letting knees go too far beyond the line of the feet, rounding the lower back, using momentum instead of controlled strength, and not standing completely up at the top. People with severe knee or hip problems should use a higher chair initially and lower it as they gain strength and confidence. Movement number 5, light walking. Light walking is perhaps the most natural and intuitive movement to do after a meal. Civilizations around the world for centuries already knew instinctively that walking after eating brings benefits. From a physiological point of view, walking activates practically all leg muscles in a rhythmic and continuous way, creating constant demand for glucose. The movement works quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, calves, and even core stabilizing muscles. For the post-meal context, the beauty of walking lies in its ability to keep you active without causing digestive discomfort. The gentle and rhythmic movement even helps with digestion, stimulating intestinal peristalsis. As additional benefits, you improve cardiovascular health, reduce stress, clear your mind, and burn extra calories in a pleasant way. To execute correctly, maintain upright posture with relaxed shoulders back. Look forward, not down. Swing your arms naturally while walking, allowing them to move in opposition to your legs. Maintain a comfortable pace where you can talk without losing your breath, but feel that you're moving with purpose. Breathe naturally through your nose when possible. The main errors are walking hunched forward, dragging feet instead of lifting them adequately, holding your breath, walking too fast right after eating, causing discomfort, and using inadequate footwear that harms your stride. Walk for 15 to 20 minutes at a comfortable pace. You don't need to do this in a single session. You can walk 10 minutes, rest a bit, and walk another 10 if you prefer. For progression, gradually increase time to 30 minutes or add small inclines to the route. There are practically no contraindications for light walking, but people with heart problems should consult a doctor before starting any exercise program, even if light. Movement number 6, going up and down steps. Going up and down steps is one of the most complete exercises you can do using only body weight. When executed after meals, this movement intensely recruits quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and calves, creating significant metabolic demand that absorbs circulating glucose efficiently. The exercise forces your body to work against gravity in a functional and natural way. In the post-meal context, going up steps is particularly effective because effort is distributed among multiple large muscle groups, maximizing glucose consumption without overloading a single group. As extra benefits, you improve cardiovascular health, increase bone density through controlled impact, develop balance and coordination, and strengthen knee and ankle stabilizers. To execute correctly, approach the steps with upright posture. When going up, support your whole foot on the step, not just the tip. Push with the supporting foot, using mainly the glute and quadriceps of that leg, not throwing your body upward with momentum. Keep core activated and look forward. When going down, control the movement. Don't throw yourself down the stairs. Support the tip of the foot first, and then the heel gently. Use the handrail for balance if necessary, but try not to lean on it too much, letting your legs do the work. Go up and down 8 to 12 steps, rest for 45 seconds, and repeat for 3 to 4 sets. If you don't have stairs at home, you can use a single step or low step, going up and down repeatedly. To progress, increase the number of steps or decrease rest time between sets. The main errors include supporting only the tip of the foot on steps, curving your back, excessively forward, going down too fast without control, letting knees cave inward and holding your breath during effort. People with severe knee problems should start with only 2 to 3 steps and evaluate how they feel. Those with balance problems should use the handrail until gaining more confidence and stability. If you like this and want to also discover the best exercises to strengthen knees and avoid injuries even after 50 years, we left a video appearing right now on the screen showing each one of them better. Don't miss it. Thank you for watching until here, and may God bless you, my friend.